the year was 1988. Metallica, along with I think Anthrax as well, put out a record, and Slayer. I'm not sure if Megadeth put something out in '88. Was that so far? Anyway, and Just as Raw came out and it was a huge hit. It was like critically acclaimed. It had amazing, epic, almost like prog, thrash, classical music inspired, no doubt. And it's just all around, it's almost a masterpiece, except for a big blemish on the album, and that was Dyer's Eve. They put it at the end of the record, and I myself thought that maybe it was like them trying to do like a Damage Inc., right? Because that was what they did on the last album, and a fast one, to close out the album, which it is. It's fast, but it's nowhere near Damage Inc. Like, Damage Inc. is a goddamn masterpiece. And this Dyer's Eve thing is just, it's so half-assed, so generic, with, like, just shitty dynamics, they're like expected dynamics. And, just the whole composition is like an amateur band. Like, the whole album is like a masterwork. Like, it's really well orchestrated, compositional, amazing riffs, amazing lyrics, amazing, vocals, great melodic vocals. Everything about it is like 9 out of 10. But Dyer's Eve is like the retarded head of the Hydra. It's like, come on. Obviously, Cliff Burton, I looked it up. Cliff Burton has nothing to do with the song. And it's obvious because it's so pedantic and amateur, and it's amazing. People are just so lame. They're so prone to, whatever is thrown at them. Like a commercial. You watch something on TV and they automatically think it's good for you and they go buy it. They don't give anything a second thought. They don't analyze anything. The people are sheeple. People are lame as shit. But anyways, let's dig into this, because I posted my thoughts on the 6 worst songs of Metallica, and by far the most complaints I got was about Dyer's Eve, because I put it at number 1. Because I actually put this in chronological order. Like, the first bad song that Metallica ever did in their 80s discography, their 4 albums are flawless masterpieces. There isn't a single bad song at all. Doesn't matter who says what. And it was the first time that I heard that Metallica kind of like downgraded and like half-assed something. And it was like, unbeknownst to all of us, it was a sign of things to come that would be a lot worse. This post was put on Facebook. It says, so many awful songs to choose from, 6 is not enough. Dyer's Eve is like emo thrash, and I stand by that. And here we have Brian Lee. Love Dyer's Eve, killer song. This is 27 likes. This is the typical mindset of people that comment. And nobody agreed with me. But then you have these people at All Nightmare Long defending like newer Metallica, which is absolute garbage. There's no reason to defend newer Metallica at all unless you're just born yesterday or something. And as you can see, even Luke Skywalker is quoted. Another All Nightmare Long favorite track. Like, how the fuck does anybody listen to Death Magnetic? That's just torture. That's like Guantanamo Bay day. It's like, I'm gonna spend my time at Guantanamo Bay by listening to this crap. This guy, Nano Rodriguez, Invisible Kid, spot on. It is total shit. Chef's kiss shit. awful song. I don't know how they even were so brave to put that out. Oh god, and yeah, okay, awesome. Romanowski. This guy's probably Polish or Soviet, something. They live in a bubble of their own. This guy said, I think your brain went missing 6 miles after you lost your taste buds 30 years ago. Appropriate response right there, because that is the dumbest insult I've ever seen. This guy, Alejandro Flores, he's a world-renowned dumbass. He likes Dark Angel. He's total lost cause. So I never take anything seriously what he has to say, because I know he has half a quarter of a brain actually by now. And let's see, this guy says, the rest of Load, yeah, Unforgiven too, yeah, sing gay anger, I don't know, Feel, yeah, Feel is soda, I don't understand what that means. This guy's Chapelier, I think he's French, so who the fuck knows, maybe soda is a good thing in France, I don't know. The best song, cover of So What. Okay, you can't say that somebody's best song is a cover. Come on, people. Enter Sandman is one of my favorites. Okay, I had to laugh at Michelle. I think that's a woman. And of course, women always go with the radio hits, and it's pretty embarrassing, honestly. Like, you females gotta step up and do better. Dyer'S Eve is a killer song. I have to laugh at these people. Dyer'S Eve was a damn good jam. Okay, more hellbilly joke. You goddamn right, you're a hellbilly joke. With those kinds of thoughts and those ears that you got between your ass cheeks. Let's see, rage bait post, don't bite. There's like 1,000 comments, so I guess that advice went unseen. Dyer'S Eve should not be amongst the 6 worst songs by Metallica. I like it. And the lyrics are good. Oh my god, these people are insane. Cyclone from Belgium. Okay, gotta look that up. I have to disagree. All Night Long, Dyer'S Eve, and Feel. Okay, anybody that likes Feel is just an automatic hell to the no person. Like, you don't want to interact with people that enjoy Feel, because Feel is like the lamest, most embarrassing shit anybody could, defend. If someone is defending Fuel, you get the fuck away from them immediately. Like, as far as you can. Like, move to another state if you have to, although you'll probably find more people there. So, you gotta choose where you live carefully and who you interact with. Defend your sanity, people. Apparently there's a song called Brawny. I never heard it, I would never even seen it, but then again, I never paid attention to Metallica after 1988 that much. I did get a copy of the Black Album, and I listened to it maybe like 3 or 4 times, and then I was like, oh, done. Let's move on to other things. Thankfully, other bands kept popping up. Other bands kept popping up, and things got interesting for at least the first half of the 90s. After like 95 or 96, it all went to shit. Like, seriously, everything, every genre except for techno, that kind of kept evolving and kept things interesting. And I think that's where a lot of musicians ran to just getting a hold of this whole technological, wonderment and experimenting. And and nowadays, like, nothing really works anymore because piracy and Spotify not paying musicians. So being a musician is harder than it's ever been in history. So you don't want to be a musician, and you don't want to rely on music other than a hobby. Thanks to technology. Technology is ruining every single factor that what it means to be an actual human being. And that's why we're all going to be enslaved and obliterated and incinerated eventually. Because you know, all the wrong people are getting the power. And I digress. The point is that Dyer's Eve is the first inclination of a Metallica that just didn't work anymore. Cliff Burton was gone. They didn't have their master orchestrator. Like, Cliff Burton probably like shot down a billion ideas that these other three Muppets had, especially Lars, because he's a basic bitch and an awful drummer eventually, and he doctored up a lot of his drums. Like, he had to play probably like he probably took more takes than anybody on all three of the other guys combined, because his drumming has always been mediocre. His real talent is his mouth. He's a motor mouth with motor breath. That song is probably about him with his motor mouth. And he's a good PR man. He's a good maybe manager. But honestly, the guy has very weak limbs or something. Like, he has good ideas maybe, because he does have a brain, but his body is just not working along with him. And it's pretty obvious, and he just got worse and worse as time went on. And without Cliff Burton to, guide these people, they ultimately fell to the most basic recourses that they could muster, and that was to pay Bob Rock $1 million to make them palatable to the masses of asses with money that would spend their allowance on frivolous and trendy hype crap like Enter Sandman. My God, what a terrible song. But it caught the world by storm, especially 9-year-olds. And from there, the rest is history, and I don't want to get into it, because this whole video is about Dyer's Eve and the proof that there's billions of dumbass people out there that will just defend whatever. And nobody that I've seen has agreed with me, and that only proves that I am the most enlightened person on this planet. So, thank you very much, and fuck off.